All right, we're going to kick over to TNA. It's got about, I would say, 30 seconds. We go TNA Wrestling.
Mr. Ali has given me free reign to take care of the Mike Santana problem myself. Mike Santana will go one-on-one with Mustafa Ali at Sacrifice. Running power bomb, and that'll do it. Santana beats Skyler. Spin the block.
It was with great pleasure that I inform you you have been randomly selected for urgency. That's right, Mr. Santana. It's time to take a drug test.
This is what we're gonna do. You went above my head at the Anthem head office, and I have a boss too.
That's crazy.
Mr. Ali's coffee has to be perfect, okay?
Today's your lucky day. I got you.
Huh.
I'll take care of this.
Santino said that Mr. Santana's test is negative.
Get another drug test. This is ridiculous. You can make
Oh.
This is our main event. Eddie and Orlando Colon. Matt and Jeff Hardy.
Is that not?
Very familiar with each other.
Didn't they wrestle in WWE at one point?
The system flooding the ring. This is all out chaos.
What's up, Drew, my friend?
Santana Marella.
At Sacrifice, there will be no outside interference. There will be no more running. There will be no more hiding. Because the 10-man tag match is going to take place in a steel cage. Oh my God! It will
That's
be
wild.
An epic night in El Paso, Texas at TNA Sacrifice.
A 10-man tag
El
match.
Paso, Texas will witness the first cage match in TNA wrestling in over 5
A
years.
10-man tag
But
match.
tonight, TNA Impact
That's
is sold out
wild.
at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. You are watching one of the hottest brands in all of professional wrestling. This is Impact.
TNA really took back off. Oh, here comes the Moose. Well, this may be the system all together. Hold on.
Trust.
The system.
Demolish everything that's in our way.
I don't know. This is Eddie
Introducing
Edwards.
Coming to the ring by Alicia Edwards, representing the system from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 247 pounds, Eddie Edwards.
Tomorrow night, Sacrifice will mark history in TNA Carnage. For the first time in over 5 years, we will see a steel cage match take place. And on top of that, for the first time since 2016, we'll see a team versus team match inside a cage. It'll be a 10-man battle inside a cage live on TNA.
That is wild.
El Paso, Texas at Sacrifice.
That's right, and this match right here to kick everything off tonight has a lot of implications for that very matchup.
I can't remember who he's going up against.
And tonight, Eddie Edwards fighting on behalf of the Colognes and the system. Will have a great opportunity to get an advantage for his team entering Sacrifice.
Oh, yeah, he's going against Leon Slater. That's right.
And his opponent from Bradford, England, weighing in at 198 pounds, Leon Slater.
The TNA World Champion Joe Hendry, Elijah, Matt Hardy, and Nick Nemeth, who is on suspension for another 24 hours unpaid, will make his return tomorrow
Good
night at
Lord.
Sacrifice, as well as Leon Slater will round out their team to step into the cage against the Colognes and the System. Let's take a look at the rules for tomorrow night. There will be 2 teams of 5 competitors. 2 participants will start the matchup. They will fight for an initial period of 2 minutes. After the first 2 minutes, a new competitor will enter the cage every minute. A new participant will continue to enter every minute until all 10 combatants are inside the cage. Once all participants are in the cage, the only way to win is by pinfall or submission. And here we go, Leon Slater up against Eddie Edwards. They're not wasting any time.
Oh, good drop kick. Here we go. Slater still got his daggone jacket on.
And Leon Slater, like a house of fire, starting this matchup.
It's tomorrow night, so I'm not sure yet.
Now, laying down these strikes here on Eddie Edwards.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Leon Slater fired up, heading into this matchup, heading into sacrifice.
And want to close line.
Tag team match.
And this is just the beginning of our action tonight here, Raywolf.
That's right, an absolutely loaded evening, including Joe Hendry has said he will defend the TNA World
Title. What a good job.
He will do that here tonight. Also, Tessa Blanchard and Cora Jade will team up to take on Knockouts World Champion Masha and Ying Lee. As well, Wes Lee will go one-on-one.
Oh, wow. Didn't even hit the ropes. We're all the way through the ropes.
Rosemary. Not only that, but the System's JDC will go one-on-one with the man of the people, Cody Deaner. And we will get a look at Mustafa Ali and Mike Santana having a summit going face to face.
I had a chance to be a part of that summit earlier on today. It's gonna want to stay tuned. Right now, it's Eddie Edwards.
That chop was pretty nasty.
Which of these two will gain the advantage for their team entering the 10-man tag team cage match tomorrow night at Sacrifice?
A good jump over the damn thing. There we go. Whoop, whoop.
And that advantage, look at
there we go.
As Leon Slater gains the advantage in this matchup, that advantage is so huge for a momentum in that type of matchup. To have the first bit of advantage coming in, having backup, a 2-on-1 scenario for as long as you can set the tone for the entire matchup.
And think about what we could see at Sacrifice, the sheer volume of bodies inside the ring. That early advantage is going to be even more important. But early on there, you could see Eddie Edwards grabbed a hold of that left arm, yanked it down onto the top rope, and Eddie Edwards is taking control.
I mean, that is the veteran mindset, the veteran instinct of Eddie Edwards. And all that carnage.
You're gonna throw him into the stairs. Here we go. Oh, my God.
Shoulder first goes Leon Slater.
Take another look at this and listen.
Listen to it.
Oh, my God. Leon Slater, left shoulder first into the diamond plate.
And in this matchup, Tom, we're already at a point, in my mind, where now Leon Slater's got to be thinking not only about winning this match, but just trying to head into that cage match tomorrow night, healthy as he can be.
And think about it. We saw Joe Hendry, who's defending his TNA World Championship later on tonight in our main event against an opponent that has not yet been announced. Santino Marella has another surprise up his sleeve. Matt Hardy. Put his TNA World Tag Team Championship on the line this past Tuesday night at NXT Roadblock. He's going to be competing tomorrow night. Elijah has fought side by side sparingly with Joe Hendry. And oh, by the way, Nick Nemeth has been on an unpaid suspension.
Cover here, get the advantage, but Leon Slater staying in it again.
Eddie Edwards can't put away this matchup.
Nope, sure can't.
And a kick out.
Leon don't give up.
The point is, this team has not had a lot of opportunities to work together. Meanwhile, the System know each other intimately for well over a year. The Colognes, a well-oiled machine as a tag team and a championship pedigree.
That's right. Again, more of that pointing to the advantage. The System already has the advantage in my mind, even without this matchup right here. And especially, not only if Eddie Edwards can win, but I mean, if he could hurt, if he could injure Leon Slater, heading into that matchup tomorrow, the advantage grows further.
Continues to twist and attack that left arm. Look at Leon Slater escape here. Beautifully done.
Got SmackDown too. How can you do TNA tomorrow night? We're gonna figure it out.
On an overhand belly to belly. Now Edwards trying
One,
to gain the advantage
two.
for his team heading into sacrifice.
Trying to put all his weight onto the shoulders there of Leon Slater.
We will most definitely figure something out.
That left arm is bent back in an awkward position. Pressing the right shoulder down, another kick out.
And that's a brilliant move by Eddie Edwards there when in that pinning predicament. That makes it a lot harder to kick out, not only with the injured arm, but just having it in that position, you have less power. Eddie Edwards is a wrestling genius.
A two-time TNA World Champion, seven-time TNA World Tag Team Champion. Multiple
Seven times is
X-Division
wild.
championships, in my opinion, a surefire eventual TNA Hall of Famer.
I can see that, yeah.
Right now, picking apart Leon Slater. And right back to that left arm, right back to trying to tear it out of its socket.
Think about the mood that Moose is going to be in after this past Tuesday night at NXT Roadblock. A hell of a battle against Obafemi for the NXT Championship. Now Moose is going to defend his X Division title in a ladder match tomorrow night at Sacrifice against the incomparable Jeff Hardy, the man who practically wrote the
That's
book
wild.
on the
I
ladder
didn't even
match.
know that.
This is a huge week for the system, and within that cage match, it's about gaining command and control of TNA wrestling.
That's right. This matchup is about gaining
I want to step up into Gary.
control for the cage match. And Leon Slater just opened himself up for a huge opportunity in this contest.
Ooh. Gonna three. Gonna four.
Down to four from our referee, Frank Gastineau. Both men add to the count of 10 to get back up to their feet, but the battle continues. Oh, and a quick snap of that left arm, and Edwards takes control.
And that's exactly why Eddie Edwards focused like he did.
Uh-oh.
Man, what a boat.
Slater got him.
Beautiful boat.
That's one thing about Leon Slater. And when you're so young in this business, you got a lot of heart. Sometimes more than you might have in your head. But Leon Slater fighting through no matter what.
Off of the top rope and a crossbody.
One,
Slater.
two.
I tried to hook with the left arm, couldn't do
Oh,
it.
not
Tried
yet.
to change to the right arm, not allowed Edwards to kick out.
Those split second, those matter. Every single one of those. You see Leon Slater trying to jam it back in place, get some feeling back in that arm, get it back to normal. Good luck, though.
Edwards, whether you like it or not, so smart, so shrewd, just pulled down on the left arm. Didn't take a ton of effort, but it created separation.
Can do that
Oh.
any time in a matchup like this to take advantage.
And insecurity there by Edwards, now trying to set up for a backpack stunner.
Wait.
Slater slips
One,
down the back.
two.
There's the cover. Oh, nearly had him.
Great counter there from
That one
Slater.
right from Slater.
Both men trying to gain the advantage for their team, entering the 10-man
What's up,
tag
Michael?
team
It's been
cage
a,
match at Sacrifice tomorrow night in El Paso, Texas.
It's been a
Live
wild
on
day
TNA
here, my
Plus.
friend. But hey, we got TNA for you.
Looking for Blue Thunder there. Slater
Springboard,
denied
caught him.
Hold
Blue Thunder bomb.
on. Blue Thunder
One,
bomb.
two.
Cover. Slater kicked out.
Count of
Taking another look, it
two.
was a little bit of back and forth, but finally Eddie Edwards catches Leon Slater and Blue Thunder bomb, but not enough to put the youngest in charge away.
The fans here at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida are behind Leon Slater. Did Slater go for broke, however, going for that handspring offense, trying to plant on that left arm? Was he?
Oh!
He's certainly
God.
doing that now. Hits the leg lariat. Down goes Edwards.
What
That's
a
the thing in these
leg
matchups
lariat.
sometimes. Even when you're dealing with an injury like that, you just go off instinct, what you know, what your body knows will work.
Up to the top rope. Oh, Edwards cuts down Leon Slater. His wife, Alicia, distracted the referee and didn't see it.
Alicia, the ever-present X Factor for the system.
Oh, wait a minute. Edwards is down. Could Slater hit it? Could Slater hit it?
This is one. Done. Oh.
Swanton 450 rolls through. Back up onto
Oh.
his feet. Left shoulder into the steel post.
That is
Roll
absolutely
through.
nasty. Look out.
Boston knee party.
That's it.
Cover.
1, 2.
The system and the Colognes have the advantage in the cage at Sacrifice.
Here is your winner.
That was a good damn knee. Good knee strike.
This is not good for their opponents, but take a look at how this all went down at the end of this matchup. Leon Slater, head full of steam, sent careening into that ring
God.
post. And then it was just a matter of time. The Boston Knee Party gets the 1, 2, 3.
Boston Knee Party. That is a wild name for a finisher.
Have the advantage.
This is a hell of a performance tonight by Leon Slater. But in the end, the Colognes and the system will have the advantage entering the cage tomorrow night. It would be system control at Sacrifice. Well, still to come tonight, the TNA.
Yo, we appreciate the new subscribe.
Only Santino Marella knows who his challenger is. Plus, a little preview of the knockouts action at Sacrifices. Blanchard and Jade team up to face Slamovich and Lee. But up next, before battling Ace Austin and the Rascals at Sacrifice, NXT's Wes Lee faces Laredo Kid next.
Laredo Kid.
Tom Hour, where legends come alive through the art of Japanese animation. Explore Captain.
My goodness. Looks like there's some good anime coming on after this, supposedly. That's good. Michael, how was your Thursday? I know you said last night you was taking the night off. Pulaski says, checking in. I'm at the ice arena watching. Hey, listen, you have fun watching hockey, my friend. Of course, tomorrow is SmackDown, but it is pre-recorded. They are in Barcelona. So, as always, we do request, if possible, spoiler-free in the chats. But of course, I know that that is not an issue here. We're hoping I am hoping tomorrow we can have the internet issue that we've been dealing with today resolved. Because I don't know if it's just WWE 2K on my end, but I think I haven't been able to get the game to load. So I am that tomorrow that can be fixed. That way we can start My Rise. And we can start the island. We've also been working on a lot of stuff for WWE 2K25 My Universe. But as soon as we get things back up and going, we are going to make sure we get this taken care of.
You know what? I think people forget who they're dealing with.
I am still the death machine. I am still the man that broke Eddie Edwards' face with a baseball bat. And Mance Warner, you are lucky. You get one more night with your wife before I end you at Sacrifice. You are lucky Santino put the stipulation on that I can't touch you without being fired.
It's me.
Get over here.
Sammy, you're crashing out right now. Is he having a hissy fit?
I hear crying like a
One
baby.
more day.
Crying like
One
a baby.
more day.
And you ain't got the guts to lay hands on old Manson.
Sammy, you want to hit him. You want to hit him right now, but you can't. Because if you touch him, you're out of here. What, you're feeling small? You're feeling a little powerless?
Do it. Do it. You want to hit old Manson? That's what I thought. I guess I'm gonna see you at Sacrifice. Yeah. Yeah.
Cut the feed. We're done.
That match is going to be madness. The Death Machine, the Southern Psycho, in a street fight at Sacrifice.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Accompanied to the ring by Tyson and Tyreek. From Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 178 pounds. From NXT, Wes Lee.
And also tomorrow night at Sacrifice in El
I'm telling you
Paso,
what,
Texas,
y'all's
live
weather
on
up there,
TNA+.
Wolowski
NXT's
is
Wes Lee,
wild.
Tyreek Igwe and Tyson DuPont will face the Rascals and Ace Austin in a six-man tag team matchup.
And right here tonight in the Impact Zone, Wes Lee gets to show up and show out in front of his boys, show him why he is the leader that they deserve.
That's crazy that WWE put Wes Lee on TNA for like the last 3 weeks.
Sacrifice.
Oh, Laredo Kid.
Opponent from Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, weighing in at 180 pounds, Laredo Kid.
The former TNA Digital Media Champion, Laredo Kid, ready to light up the Impact Zone here against Wes Lee, who has been a star in the past here in TNA Wrestling in the X Division. Obviously was a former NXT North American champion. At one point was the longest reigning NXT North American champion.
That he was, yes.
Two high caliber athletes about to go at it here in Orlando.
Wes Lee has paved his path in NXT.
Zachary Wentz running deep with the Rascals, of course. But now things are very different.
Maybe towards the end of the match.
We got to see the Rascals and Ace Austin
But I don't
in
think
action
right
last
off.
week against the Northern Armory. There was a lot of chaos going on during that matchup, and in the end, the Northern Armory scored the pinfall victory against the Rascals and Austin. So, do you give a significant leg up to Lee, DuPont, Igwe going into Sacrifice tomorrow night?
I mean, I put just a little bit more faith in their camaraderie, quite frankly. I mean, again, Wes Lee has brought this up when he was
The
out here on
monkey flip,
commentary
but
with us
right
2 weeks
into
ago.
a damn
Again,
wrist lock.
Ace Austin, ABC, and Ace Austin in particular. Wes Lee clearly does not forget. This is a guy who really messed with, tortured in a way, the Rascals. And now they're teaming with him all these years later. I don't know if people forget that easily. So we're going to see how good their chemistry really is at Sacrifice.
I
Got the
understand there's a lot of
headlock.
history. If Wes Lee and DuPont and Igwe had not gotten involved last week
All
in
you
that six-man tag
missed
team match, it
was,
looked like the Rascals and Austin were
Eddie
rolling
Edwards
against the very
versus Leon
formidable
Slater.
Northern Armory. I don't know if
George,
I
you haven't missed a
completely
lot,
agree
my
with your
friend.
point about that.
Look, they did. In that moment, they did. That's what I was saying last week, that was a bit of
It
a
is
litmus
back
test.
and forth.
In
There's
the
a
end,
shoulder tackle
distractions
from
were a
Laredo
little bit
Kid.
too much.
Yeah, imagine a fair fight when it comes to Wes Lee.
Well, we're going to see. Wes Lee has proven time and time again
Good Hurricane Rana
that
takes
he's
down the
capable
West.
of winning quote-unquote fair fights, all right? You said that as he came out here tonight.
I understand that, but still, that hasn't been in a long time. That was when he was North American champion.
Oh, you acted like it was
Ooh,
ancient
there's a good
history,
super
Tom.
kick.
The way he's been behaving
Springboard
over the last
moonsault.
year, you watched him at TNA or NXT, you know that.
God.
Look, he struck out on his own away from this whole rascal shadow that I think he felt like he got stuck in.
It's a
Yeah,
path a
Wes
lot
Lee
of
did.
wrestlers have
Let's be
taken.
honest. Wes
It's
Lee
sometimes
did
hard, but I think
push
it
out
leads
on
to
his own
success.
for
I think
sure.
Wes Lee can and will continue to prove that.
Laredo in control of this matchup. Wes Lee trying to keep up. Oh my
Damn.
God, open palm strike there by Laredo.
Look, make no mistake, this might be Laredo Kid and the Cardiac Kid, but these are two grown-ass men smacking each other around here.
Go to the top rope.
Top
here
rope,
now.
crossbody.
Crossbody.
1,
Shoulders
2.
down. Oh, and a kick out.
Take a little bit more than that to put down Wes Lee.
Laredo Kid starting to get into it.
Ooh, tried to redirect Laredo Kid into the buckle there.
Hurricanrana. West caught him. Back and forth. There we go. There's a leg trip into the middle rope. There's a super kick.
And now putting the boots to Laredo here.
Using the boot to choke him there on the down
He's got to be careful he doesn't get disqualified.
Now look at that. To your point, Tom, Wes Lee just did that on his own. His teammates just watching, cheering him on. He did it all on his own, turned this matchup around. Let's not forget exactly how great of an athlete Wes Lee is.
Drop kick back of the neck by Wes. Laredo Kid has no movement currently.
On the face of Wes Lee. We saw how last year he turned his back on his oldest friends, his two men who are damn near his brothers, and Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel destroyed the Rascals from within. And for what? Because of his own shortcomings as a singles competitor?
Look, I hate how every time somebody changes in this business, someone cries foul like that. Change is necessary. Evolution is needed. People like Wes Lee showing exactly why that is.
About betraying your friends.
So if it's necessary to become who you need to be, yes.
Oh, now Laredo Kid got caught there by Wes Lee.
Caught him up on the top rope. Here we go.
Just a little too much time.
Swinging neck record. Nope. Just a brain buster.
With a brain buster out of the corner. This
1,
is enough.
2.
Shoulders down and a kick out by Laredo.
Nope, he got hit with that cardiac kick.
Credit to Laredo Kid for kicking out of this, the brain buster out of the corner.
It was a good, solid brain buster, though.
I'm curious to see if the Rascals can remain unemotional in the six-man tag team matchup we're going to see tomorrow night live on TNA Plus in El Paso, Texas at Sacrifice. That is the immense challenge for Wentz and Miguel, especially whenever they're in the ring with Lee.
And it's emotion. It is that emotion that has led to the downfall of so many a wrestler time and time again. You see red, you don't see clear. Either one of these guys might be seeing anything else but stars the way they're slugging it out here.
Big forearm blast here by Laredo and Lee.
Ooh. Oh my God.
On a neck breaker by Laredo.
What a turnaround here for Laredo Kid.
Oh, big Superman forearm in the corner.
There it is.
Driver. Oh, twisting splash there out of the corner.
Laredo Kid not done.
Uno mas is what they're chanting. There's another moonsault elbow.
There's the cover.
1,
Shoulders
2.
down. Oh, and Wes Lee just got the left shoulder off the mat.
And Wes Lee beats the heart of a champion, proving it right there, kicking out.
Woo! Good Lord, what a shot.
Fingers say to the face.
What a shot.
And now Laredo's going up top to meet Wes Lee.
Super kick. Nope. Super kick to the back of the knee.
There by Wes Lee.
And that was a nasty landing for Laredo Kid.
Wes Lee has got Laredo up on his shoulders. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, right counter there by Laredo.
1, 2.
Shoulders down. Oh, a kick out by Lee. This would be
Laredo Kid has reversed every move.
Sacrifice.
that Wes could
Hell of a
possibly
turnaround there
hit.
for Laredo Kid, though.
Oh!
Another running Superman forearm got tripped up by Lee. Kick right to the back of the head.
Damn.
Unprotected shots. Oh, turn him inside out.
Beautifully
There you
done.
go, cardiac kick.
Look out, the cardiac
That
kick.
was picture perfect.
Right on point.
1, 2, 3.
Wes Lee tackles Laredo.
Absolutely fantastic.
Here is your winner, Wes Lee.
And you wanted to talk about momentum heading into Sacrifice tomorrow night. There it is for what? Hold up.
There they go.
Here in the
Rascals.
impact zone. DuPont, Igwe, and Lee preparing for a fight. There are the Rascals and Ace Austin. Their opponents and Sacrifice.
Hey, Wes, you notice something? You notice how we waited for you to be done? Because we're not cowards that want to jump you when you least expect it? Someone could take a note or two. Here's another note for you. You and your two scoundrels. You guys got 24 hours until Sacrifice. You got less than 1 day to get those ducks in a row before we come for all three of you.
Wes, you must have forgot what this place is all about. This is TNA. You cross the line and you get dealt with.
Yeah.
And at Sacrifice, we close this chapter once and for all and ship you all back to NXT. Smoke them if you got them.
And we got all of them!
Tomorrow night.
Well, bold words from the boys from the treehouse at Ace Austin ahead of that six-man tag team match, Tom.
I really think Wes Lee's team's going to win that.
History, it all comes to a head tomorrow night in El Paso, Texas, live on TNA Plus at Sacrifice.
It's only on TNA Plus.
Well, still to come tonight, can Joe Hendry get
Joe
some momentum for his team before they enter tomorrow night
Hendry.
at Sacrifice? Joe Hendry defends his TNA World title tonight. Plus, Blanchard and Jade collide with Lee and Slimovich in tag team action before Sacrifice. But speaking of the knockouts, it's Xia Brookside versus Rosemary next.
Oh, Xia Brookside versus Rosemary. That should be a good match. A decent. Brookside. Rosemary. So we're gonna see here. So I think there's more than just one place showing that pay-per-view tomorrow. And if so, there it is. Y'all, we may get it. We may watch it. It starts at 8 tomorrow. What's all on the card? Sacrifice card. So what we may do is tomorrow we may flip back and forth between WWE and Sacrifice. Just depends though. Just depends. Let's see. It's from El Paso, Texas tomorrow. The knockout title, Masha Slamovich versus Cora Jade. 6-man tag, Ace Austin and Rascals versus Tyreek, Tyson, and West. The street fight, Callahan and Mance. Singles, Tessa and Lee. TNA X Division, Moose versus Jeff. A ladders match. That's going to be a good one. I'm hoping that's later in the night. 10-man tag team match. That Mustafa Ali versus Mike Santana. Joe Hendry's technically not defending his title anymore. As of right now. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches with a war game style match for that 10-man tag match. Okay. It's only, I mean, like I said, we may end up with that tomorrow. We may watch that. If like there's a slow match tomorrow, we may check it out. See what's going on. On SmackDown. And then if it's the Hardys matches, honestly, we may watch it. Just because everyone knows we are a huge Hardys fan.
I heard, and believe me, I believe it's not very nice.
Not very nice? He attacked us with a mop and a bucket. He was dressed up as a janitor. Insane. It was an ambush. What are you going to do about it?
Santino!
Get away!
Listen! Santino, listen. It was disgusting. They were treated like animals.
I was like in prison or something.
It was like Alcatraz. It was embarrassing.
I was like treated like a dog, a werewolf. I worked not only 24 hours, but 25. No water, not a hot meal.
They were going to pass out.
Okay, I got it. At Sacrifice, you will have a chance to get your revenge.
Okay.
But this is the best part. Yes. It's not going to be a regular match. Oh, no. What? It's going to be a 2-on-3 match.
What? 2-on-3? What do you mean?
Well, allow me to explain. You see, Ash and Heather are going to have a mystery partner.
Oh, yes!
And that partner is going to be the personal concierge.
What? I have to wrestle? I'm not wrestling. I can wrestle.
The personal concierge has to wrestle him.
It's good.
Okay.
The personal concierge has to wrestle.
The personal concierge has to wrestle. He's gonna smack the taste out of everybody's mouth.
This is the greatest thing in my life. I can't wait for Sacrifice.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Liverpool, England, Xia Brookside.
And here's someone in Xia Brookside who's borne the brunt of the shenanigans from the Elegance brand for the better part of the last year.
Now just you wait, that's all I gotta say. But Xia Brookside's got her hands full tonight with somebody who's had a clear eye on her from afar.
I would think Xia Brookside could win this, but he is nothing to play with. Oh no, sorry. Rosemary.
And her opponent from the undead realm, Rosemary.
It was in that matchup between Evans and Brookside that high above here inside Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida, that Rosemary was looking on. You and I were speculating as to why. Now, down the stretch of that matchup, the sympathy that Brookside showed Evans ultimately cost her. Savannah Evans attacked Brookside from behind and stole the victory.
I said it at the time, but like it or not, Xia Brookside missed a chance to strike. I will say, a moment like that, that's a moment someone like Rosemary would revel in.
Wolowski, Xia Brookside was in Stardom.
Rosemary has been trying to claw her way back into contention, perhaps for the TNA Knockouts World Championship ever since Genesis. She challenged Masha for the Knockouts World title in a Clockwork Orange House of Fun match that night.
I mean, as well, on that line, Tom, again, everybody, all the Knockouts trying to, of course, get to a Knockouts World Championship opportunity, but it was several weeks ago in that Battle Royal. A little subplot here. It was Xia Brookside who eliminated Rosemary from that matchup as well. I'm sure Rosemary has not forgotten.
The Hurricane Rana takes down Rosemary.
Battle Royal determined the #1
Good
contender
drop
to the
kick.
Knockouts World Championship. That night, Savannah Evans was able to last eliminate Xia Brookside to win the match.
Now Xia Brookside here, starting things off relatively strong here against a former Knockouts World Champion in Rosemary.
Kick right to the spine. Here's the cover and a kick out. We're going to get a taste of some of the action in the Knockouts division at Sacrifice later on tonight as Tessa Blanchard teams up with NXT's Cora Jade against Wes Lee and the TNA Knockouts World Champion, Masha.
God, what a clothesline.
As Rosemary nearly takes the head off of Xia Brookside.
Raining down these strikes on Brookside.
Strong
Tomorrow night
rights.
at Sacrifice, we will see Slamovich defend her Knockouts World Championship against Cora Jade. Tessa Blanchard will go one-on-one with Wes Lee, and as we learned moments ago, it's a 2-on-3
so that's
match
8
for
matches
the
for
TNA
tomorrow.
Knockouts World Tag Team titles as Spitfire defends against Ash and Heather by Elegance and the personal concierge.
He's an official
Good
competitor,
flying
right? That
forward.
means he can come over and smack you, right?
Good suplex. Here we go.
That's the one we're really
You don't hit the
looking forward
moneymaker.
to.
That's not okay.
As right now, Rosemary trying to
One,
close this one
two.
out.
Cover, shoulders down, and a kick out.
Again, Rosemary, who was watching from above as Xia Brookside took on Savannah Evans. Still don't have 100% clarity on exactly why that was.
Kick to the knee.
I think a lot of people have confused Xia Brookside's kindness and her sympathy with weakness and vulnerability, and maybe that's what Rosemary saw in that match against Savannah Evans. Evans was in a nasty mood to begin with, coming off of her Knockouts World title shot against Masha Slamovich. Slamovich will frustrate you, that's obvious.
There's no doubt about that. Slamovich starting to form her own epic run as Knockouts World Champion, but to the point you just
I'm
made there,
thinking
again,
Slamovich
I won't
probably loses it to Cora Jade at
kindness
some
is
point.
confused for weakness.
For Xia Brookside, that is.
Yeah, absolutely. But it is not necessarily opportunistic, and this is a business you need to take those opportunities when they come, no matter sometimes how they get there.
Back elbow delivered by Rosemary. Oh, now catching Xia Brookside. It's the upside down.
Gosh.
Referee Alice Lane making sure that Rosemary breaks before the count of 5.
Upside down.
Rosemary using every bit
That was a reference to Stranger Things.
Heading to the top rope.
Rosemary. Nope, never mind. She hit that cross body, but it didn't happen.
See, that's a great example. Xia Brookside saw an opportunity. It wasn't the cleanest cut thing, but she saw a way to take down Rosemary at the right time.
Brookside's been called the angel of the ring, but there is an intense and nastier side that she can
Good
bring out.
clothesline. Here we go.
Hey, they raise them tough in Liverpool. Ain't no doubt about that.
Oh, and down goes.
Good Hurricane Rana.
This is takedown by Brookside.
Ooh, great counter there from
Good
Xia
leg
Brookside.
sweep out. Here we go. Boom, what a
Knee.
knee.
Calls out broken wings.
And Brookside is fired up here.
Oh.
To attack Rosemary once again there in the corner, caught by the legend of the Knockouts division. On the
Cross body, nice.
Great job by Xia
Good head
turning
kick.
this matchup around.
Kick to the head there by Brookside. Rosemary rolls out. And if Rosemary had stayed in the ring, Brookside could have secured a victory perhaps.
Can't win a match out there on the floor.
Look at the frustration on the face of Xia Brookside, and she's listening to the referee who's keeping her at bay, but Rosemary's got a steel chain in hand.
And again, you can't win on the floor, but this is also not a no disqualification match.
And Brookside stopping Rosemary.
Stomp her foot.
Brookside was doing the right thing, listening to the official, staying in the ring, now taking the chain.
Hey, nothing else. Use the chain yourself, Brookside.
We'll turn it out, be fair play for Xia Brookside here.
That's what I would do.
Well, hold on a second. Xia Brookside's always done things the right way here in TNA Wrestling. I know she's been frustrated, but Xia, you gotta think about this. Think about what you're
Do
doing.
it. Oh, the miss.
Green mist.
Oh, she hit it with the daggone green
She
mist.
thought about what she was doing a little too long.
It's in her eyes, in her mouth.
Here's your winner by disqualification,
Gosh.
Xia Brookside.
Well, still to come tonight, who will step up and challenge Joe Hendry for his TNA World Championship one night before Sacrifice? Also, Masha Slamovich is set to put her title on the line against NXT's Cora Jade. Tessa Blanchard set to face Ying at Sacrifice. They collide in tag team action tonight. But coming up next, System keep their
JDC.
momentum rolling into the cage tomorrow night. JDC faces Cody Deaner next.
Good old Cody Deaner. I'm glad JDC's got a second run here inside TNA. But, you know, that was a Fandango. For those that do not remember. So, tomorrow's SmackDown, they have given us the following information and card. It is Miz TV with Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton versus Carmelo Hayes, DIY versus the Street Profits, and Charlotte Flair versus B-Fab. Now that is our current matches. I do believe more matches. I'm not sure when that will be announced. Also, we are currently on the road to WrestleMania. And the current schedule is they're going to be in Barcelona, then Brussels, then Italy, then they'll be in Glasgow, Scotland on March 24th. They'll be in London, the O2 Arena for SmackDown. And then the last one is March 31st. They will be at the O2 Arena again in London. So they're going to be over there They're going to be there 11 consecutive shows. Those overseas shows, those are great. So Elijah, I believe so. It is not.
before you say anything, I already told you my stance. As long as the Northern Army is with you, I'm not. And you know I stand by what I say.
Yeah, Steve, I get it, man. And look,
Steve
you've got your
Macklin.
path, and I've got mine. But everybody needs somebody to have their back. It doesn't mean that this has to end this way. What I'm concerned about is what happens when those two paths meet. We're gonna have to make a decision. Our paths are going to collide one way or the other.
We've been there before. That's how this kind of started. But you know better than anybody that we earned a little respect for each other in that ring that night. We're both men, and we both have respect for each other. And that's what this is, no matter what.
I respect you. Always have, always will. This changes nothing.
I know that. I've already said that. And you know I mean what I say. You saw yourself in. You can see yourself out. Enjoy the drink.
The Northern Army is up to no good, I can tell you that. Here comes Jade.
Trust the system.
Demolish everything that's in our way.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the system from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 230 pounds, Jade.
Listen, Eric Young continues to try and seep into the mind of Steve Macklin, but
I'll tell you what,
continues to resist. Right now, we want to turn our attention to the here and now as JDC is about to go one-on-one with Cody Deaner here at Full Sail University.
JDC, they're giving him the Fandango entrance.
The system and the Colognes will have the advantage.
Wes Lee versus Laredo Kid. Wes Lee won that. And Xia Brookside versus Rosemary.
And the man of the people has arrived.
Man, it feels good to have TNA Wrestling back in Orlando, Florida.
No, Laredo Kid did not win.
Now, if you asked me a year ago if I'd be walking down to this ring here at Full Sail, I don't know what I'd say. Because my personal life was fantastic. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a father of 4 awesome kids. I love being a dad, and my personal life was great, but you see, that's somebody else's gimmick. But my professional life wasn't so good. I was making some bad decisions. Shit. But I put my choices in the hands of the people. And since that time, I've been having the most fun I have ever had in professional wrestling, and that's thanks to all of you. So that fun gets to continue right now while I have fun beating the crap out of a member of the system.
Deaner, these people don't care about your children. Deaner, look at me. They don't care about you either. Deaner, all I care about is my match tomorrow at Sacrifice, so be smart, be reasonable. Look at me. Step through those ropes, jump down to the floor, and I'll have the stooge ref right here count to 10. No, hey, he has children, right? He has children. Deaner, take the loss like a man. Be a man. Be a man. Don't be a disappointment to your children for the rest of your life.
Jesus.
Go. Take the loss.
Actually, the choice isn't mine if I leave. It's not my choice. It's not even your choice. It's the people's choice. So should I just leave the ring and let this referee count to 10? Or should I stay in this ring and punch this jerk in the face 10 times? JDC, the people have
spoken.
Oh, the punching begin. Deaner's all over JDC. There's the bell. This match is underway.
Is Cody Deaner really going to beat JDC?
Son. You had an opportunity to go home healthy to those kids of yours.
His awesome kids.
These
1,
people in Orlando
2,
are leading you
3,
to slaughter.
4, 5.
Oh, now JDC turns it
There we
around.
go.
Deaner sent throat first into the top rope.
Well, I hope you enjoyed those first 4 punches, because that's all you're going to get,
Woo!
Cody Deaner.
And JDC obviously
Good
feeling
gosh.
motivated and empowered after Eddie Edwards' victory earlier on tonight against
Oh,
Slater
God.
ensured the system and the Colognes the advantage entering the 10-man tag team cage match tomorrow night live on TNA Plus in El Paso,
Powerful
Texas
speech.
at Sacrifice.
And now just trying to keep the system's momentum
1,
rolling,
2,
heading into that
3,
10-man
4.
cage match.
Well, the system has momentum, to your point, but Joe Hendry, the TNA World Champion, can turn that all around later on this evening as he will be defending his TNA World Championship
That's true.
in our main event. But the question is, who will he be defending it against? Santana Morella is the only one who has the answer.
Cody Deaner's gonna get that 10th one right here. Whoop. Boom.
Big right hand by Deaner. Is it enough?
1, 2.
On JDC gets the left shoulder up in time.
Not quite enough to put Curtis away. And look at this.
I was going for the DDT, calling for it. Oh, nearly ran into our official. Oh,
Poke
thumb
to
to
the
the
eye.
Thumb to the eye by JDC. Falcon arrow.
Taking
1,
advantage.
2, 3.
Chalk up another win for the system tonight.
Here is your winner, JDC.
Take another look at how the good times keep
That
on
the
rolling.
dang thumb to the eye.
Just poke to the eye, gets the advantage, perfectly timed, and that Falcon arrow sealing the deal for JDC.
Ray want the system has a ton of momentum.
We gotta own it now.
The advantage, the momentum, it all counts as they head towards Sacrifice in the 10-man.
They're out there doing the Fandango dance in the crowd. That is hilarious.
Well, Joe Hendry has a chance to reclaim the momentum for his team before entering the cage at Sacrifice. He defends his TNA World title in our main event tonight. Also, we'll take you back to earlier on today as I sat down for this summit between Sacrifice opponents Mustafa Ali and Mike Santana. But coming up next, a preview of the Knockouts action at Sacrifice. This tag team match is next.
So we got Team Cora Jade versus Team Masha Slamovich. So on Team Cora Jade, you got Cora Jade and Tessa. And then on Team Masha Slamovich, you have Masha Slamovich and I think her name is Lee. She's from WWE. She was on NXT for a little bit. I really, though, want to know who the opponent is for Joe Hendry tonight. Is anyone new? Has there been any new hires? Not that I know of for them. Well, if Steve is hanging out with us tonight, looks like Wendy Chu did win her match Wednesday on Evolve. No, we did not know for sure she did, but I have found a report that we have Wendy Chu winning. Which is a good change because Wendy Chu has not been active recently. Supposedly, the current name for the Rock and John Cena is the Rock and Soul Connection. I think that's a horrible idea. I really think that's a bad idea for one of their name.
Tonight, TNA Impact comes to you from Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. Just one night before what could be a landscape-changing cage match at Sacrifice.
And we are being joined by Miss NXT herself. So good to see you.
It's wonderful to see you again.
One of my new best friends.
Oh, God, I don't want to hear that.
Yes, indeed. Absolutely.
Last time Ariana Grace was joining us on commentary, it was a fantastic match that you had put together, that NXT Tag Team Championship match where Fraxium successfully defended against the Nemeth brothers, and now some of your best friends are involved in this Knockouts match we're about to see.
You're absolutely right, and once again, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. You've done so much in this partnership.
I do what I can.
Giants are forever. Diamante, fuerte. Following contest is a
Tessa Blanchard.
Charlotte, North Carolina. The undeniable diamond, Tessa Blanchard.
Tomorrow night in El Paso, Texas, live on TNA Plus, Tessa Blanchard will go one-on-one with Ying Lee at Sacrifice.
She is heavily booed still.
Everywhere you go, but I think your experience that you've seen so far here in TNA with Tessa Blanchard, she doesn't make a whole lot of friends with anybody, it seems.
Well, I've tried my best, and I'm going to keep on trying my best because that's the kind of person I am, but she's been a little bit of a tough cookie to crack.
That's one way to put it, no doubt about that, as we get set for this tag team matchup.
I like the Cora Jade there. I mean, she did not get too bad injured.
And her tag team partner from Chicago, Illinois, from NXT, Cora Jade.
We'll
Will TNA Wrestling be living in the generation of Jade following Sacrifice? Tomorrow night live on TNA Plus, NXT's Cora Jade will challenge Masha for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. And that matchup is presented by Queen of the Ring in theaters now.
Lee.
And their opponents, first, from Chongqing, China, Ying.
Here's a woman who's undefeated in singles competition in TNA Wrestling. It's Lee versus Blanchard tomorrow night live on TNA Plus. And as reported earlier on today, TNA Plus has undergone a huge overhaul to deliver exactly what you've been asking for. Seasonal passes go on sale for an extremely limited time. $49.99 gets you 3 months of TNA Plus. Tomorrow night's action-packed Sacrifice and April 27th TNA Rebellion pay-per-view live from the campus
Rebellion in April, nice.
Los Angeles. Passes disappear April 11th. Grab yours now at watch.tnawrestling.com.
And her tag team partner from Moscow, Russia. She is the TNA Knockout World Champion, Masha.
It's just a few weeks ago that Masha took a match that Tessa Blanchard wanted no part of. Tessa Blanchard then a week later was forced to compete by Santino Marella, or else she would have been fired. So we've seen how Tessa Blanchard and Masha Slamovich have been circling each other in ways for quite some time. But last week, Masha Slamovich was jumped from behind by Tessa Blanchard when confronting Cora Jade. Lee got involved as well. This could be combustible in this tag team match.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, that's what happens when you wear the crown. You know about wearing crowns.
Indeed, I do.
And all the attention's on you. Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Always good when it's on me.
Yeah, of course.
All right, here we go.
But in there again, wearing championship gold like that, you got to keep your head on a swivel.
Speaking of championship gold, it looks like we're going to get NXT's Cora Jade on the TNA Knockouts World Champion Masha Slamovich to start this matchup. A preview of Sacrifice. I spoke too soon. Cora Jade wants no part of Slamovich.
Maybe trying to play some mind games, maybe not.
Cora Jade is one of my best friends, and
Yes.
she's very methodical.
But instead, two of the biggest stars in TNA's Knockouts division.
I think
toe-to-toe to begin
Tessa
this
will
tag
be the
team
next
matchup. Tessa Blanchard and the Knockout
Knockout
World
champion.
Masha Slamovich.
And again, Tessa Blanchard not afraid to get nasty. But hey, if you want to be in there
My
with
God,
somebody
what a
like
jump.
that, Masha Slamovich is your perfect opponent.
Drop toe hold there. Now Slamovich is on the move. Boom! Right
There's
to the
a
side of the
boot.
face.
Clothesline.
Smash mouth wrestling to start this tag team contest off.
Blanchard sent scurrying to the corner. Jade reluctantly makes a tag. And listen to Ariana, I feel like you and I got off on the wrong foot the other week. We were talking about
Boy,
the
Jade
history
does not
that
want
could
to
be
get
made.
ring.
TNA wrestlers competing for NXT championships and vice versa. Cora Jade could make history tomorrow night at Sacrifice.
It is very true, and if you look here, even just the fact that we have two girls working on the same team from two different amazing promotions, that is synergy, and that is
Yeah,
what
here we go.
It is synergy.
They lock both heads.
And
Deep
it's
double
all
arm direct takedown from Lee.
All thanks to Ariana Grace.
There we go.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's why you're my best friend.
Lang
Cora
Lee
Jade.
is her name. Good drop kick.
You talk about some of the incredible interpromotional conflict. We've had a few championships on the line between the two. So far, it's been a bit of a
7,
taunt.
8.
We see that end at Sacrifice with the Knockouts World
Good punching to
title.
the top of the head.
NXT Roadblock earlier this week was an
Suplex.
incredible theater at Madison Square Garden in New York.
1,
There's the cover.
2.
Oh, and a kick out by Jade.
Good suplex.
Whomever is able to break through first is going to make history. Their name will never be forgotten.
Etched into the
King
headline.
Mojo. You think they're going to put Tessa Blanchard against Charlotte Flair?
There, and then Jade
I mean, they're both billed from Charlotte, North Carolina, so that would make sense.
Control of this situation.
And that one distraction was all that they needed for Jade and Blanchard to take control of this entire matchup.
Yo, gut wrench power slam. Nice. One,
the cover, looking for
two.
the victory, and a kick out. And Ariana, as you know
Only
very
a count
well,
of two.
Jade has been in multiple championship pictures. What's it been like dealing with her in NXT?
I mean, a lot of the girls in the locker room kind of have a hard time dealing with what they call her attitude.
Yes.
But I always try to see the best in everyone, and I admire her tenacity. That's what us NXT girls are all about.
Cover and a kick out by Ying Lee. Tessa Blanchard showing a lot of tenacity right now, and a kick out by Lee.
Tessa's trying to get a quick
I do
pin.
point out some of the most important letters in the word tenacity are TNA.
Wow,
It's more so the ties to the four horsemen.
Blanchard and Jade were
That's true as well.
shouting at each other there for a second. I don't know if this team is doing that great. I mean, they're being effective in the ring, but are they communicating well?
I mean, that's the thing.
Mojo
Sometimes with girls,
said
there's a
it's
little
more
bit of
so
tension.
the
There's a lot
ties
of
to
that
the
in
four
pageants, and you see a
horse
lot of that in the ring as well.
to the
That's
four
very true. And
horsemen.
again, because coming from different companies, sometimes there's things to work out.
Good lord.
There's also some things to knock out when you're in the ring.
Yeah,
there.
wasn't her dad part of the four horsemen?
You did there.
Yeah, see, that's good. That's why they pay me the bucks.
And that's why you're my best friend.
Uh-oh. Oh, double knees, a version of Magnum for
One,
Blanchard.
two.
Trying to capitalize on a kick
Only
out
count
by
two.
Lee.
Let's
I
see
don't know
here.
if there's any best friends in this matchup. It is getting down
Tully
and dirty in
Blanchard.
this
That's right. Tully is her dad.
Well, maybe they'll be best friends after this. They're hashing it out, right?
War and battle does funny things to people. You never know. If there's one friend that Ying Lee has in this matchup, it's Masha Slater.
Oh, and both knockouts meeting in the middle. Jade and Lee go down hard.
And Lee needs this opening to get a tag to Slamovich.
Yep. Rick, Arn Anderson, Ole Anderson, and Tully Blanchard.
Because they know you helped put together this incredible matchup.
Lee trying to get to the corner, and here comes
I forgot about Tully.
champion Masha Slamovich.
I remember
Blanchard.
both the Arn Anderson and Ole Anderson and Rick. I forgot who the fourth one was.
Masha Slamovich here.
Oh, 2 for 1 there for the champ.
I mean, Masha Slamovich is doing this by
This
herself.
will be a big win for Slamovich.
Her
in a
stepfather
kick
is Magnum
You
TA.
talk about tenacity, you talk about aggression.
This is why I enjoy my wrestling community. Because I'm young enough not to know all of the old wrestling stuff, but I know enough of it to be able to keep up. But there's some stuff I don't know, and I learn it every day.
A little bit of a
Like
two-on-one battle here for the last
Magnum TA,
few
did not know
minutes, and
that.
now has her eyes set on Tessa Blanchard.
All right, Slamovich launching herself at Blanchard. Oh.
Now heading up to the high-risk district here. Oh,
there's Cora Jade.
Oh, hair whip takedown.
From behind.
Good kick to the head.
Execute by Jade.
Nice.
And things starting to break down here.
Oh, now Lee getting involved. Down goes Jade.
Oh, no.
Tessa.
Off the
Oh.
Magnum.
Damn.
That's how she beat Jordan Grace.
That's a running knee.
And Slamovich fires back.
This is chaos.
Absolute bedlam. Everybody pulling out all the stops in this knockout.
That was a hell of a
tag team
sequence between these
And they
four.
are not stopping. NXT's Cora Jade up against Lee.
The kick to the midsection.
for their individual matches at Sacrifice tomorrow.
Tully came into notoriety when he had a feud with Ric Flair. I guarantee it.
Oh, and then knee right to the back of the
King
neck.
Mojo. What match in particular between Ric Flair and Tully Blanchard? Because I don't mind going back and watching it. Where did Megan Bain come from? I do believe she's from like New Japan. I think that's where she was at.
Two of the biggest stars in TNA's Knockouts division trying to lay each other out. A battle for supremacy
right.
24 hours before Sacrifice. Up onto the shoulders.
Who's gonna give him?
Right to the eyes.
Breaking the eyes. Oh, wait a minute. Trying to set up for Buzzsaw. Oh, thunderstruck.
Wanted Buzzsaw, met a saw of her own, courtesy of Ying Lee.
Austin Slamovit's going to get hit with the title. Boom. Cora Jade got her.
I didn't
Now
see
Blanchard gonna take advantage.
Blanchard after the attack from Jade. The referee never saw it. Now Buzzsaw.
1, 2, 3. Nice.
Here are your winners, the team of Cora Jade and Tessa Blanchard.
It was absolute bedlam at the end of this contest. Let's take a look back.
Okay, good match.
With the Knockouts World title to take Slamovich out, and then Blanchard followed up with the buzzsaw to put everything away.
That was a monumental victory scored by Blanchard tonight. But tomorrow night in El Paso, Texas, live on TNA Plus, it's Tessa Blanchard against Ying Lee. And NXT's Cora
So,
Jade will be challenging.
totally challenged Ric Flair when he had the National Heavy Championship, and Rick was the World Champion right before they formed the Horsemen. Okay. Hey, I'll check that out. I'll look it up. We'll find it.
But coming up next, we'll take you back to earlier on today as I sat down with Sacrifice opponents Mustafa Ali and Mike Santana. Their summit is next.
We'll most definitely find it for sure and check it out. Let's see. Megan Bain. Megan Bain. So Megan Bain has been in New Japan for a while, but looks like she's actually from here in the United States, from Connecticut. It was 1984. Ric Flair and Tully Blanchard had a feud. Okay. Hey, I'll check it out. Listen, I am not worried about that. Charles York, Barry Windham, Tully, Ole, Ric Flair, 4 Horsemen. Nah, Matt's not gonna be here tonight. So it looks like Megan Bain has wrestled in OVW, AEW, Stardom, in the Indies, GCW, and AEW. She is a ECWA Women's Super 8 tournament winner, a 1 OVO Women's Champion, the ICW Women's Champion, the Hog Women's Champion, and the FTC Women's Champion. You said 1984, Ric Flair versus Tully Blanchard. Yeah. That is on YouTube, by God. Let's see the 5 best feuds Ric Flair had. This is here. Looks like one of Dusty, Harley Race, Randy Savage, Steamboat, and Sting is the top 5 from what the. Okay.
Sorry, Mike. Not sure where he is.
Gentlemen, party Mike Tardy. My sincere apologies.
Gentlemen, thank you for joining me for this summit. This Friday, March 14th, in El Paso, Texas, live on TNA Plus. Mike Santana will go one-on-one with Mustafa Ali at TNA Sacrifice. Mr. Ali, for the last few months, you have been out to assassinate the character of Mike Santana.
Hey, that's what the internet said,
The
Michael.
two of you
What the
have
internet
made it
said.
abundantly clear you're both pursuing the TNA World Championship. So, what do you hope to accomplish in this summit?
Mr. Hannafin, I don't appreciate you spreading misinformation. I have no issue with Mr. Santana. I respect him as a competitor, as an asset to TNA. But we need to think about the bigger picture, which is TNA. We are on the precipice of greatness. In order to achieve that greatness, we need a great leader. So I've told the world I'm here to make history. I'm here to knock down walls and turn those walls into pebbles for future generations to come. I can handle the pressure. My concern is my opponent at Sacrifice, Mr. Santana, can't handle the pressure.
Oh, Mike Santana can handle the pressure.
Talk about pressure. Think I can't handle the pressure? Homeboy, I've been living pressure my entire life. Not only have I been dealing with the pressure of carrying the weight of the world and being a face of my family, I've been carrying the pressure since the first day that I walked into TNA Wrestling. The pressure of doing something that no man has done since. Going through the entire system, getting to the top, and knocking Moose off his throne. Same thing when I got to Genesis. Handled the pressure of going into one of the biggest matches of my entire career.
Yep, he did.
And making one of the toughest men in this business say I quit.
Oh, Josh Alexander.
Think I don't know pressure? Oh boy.
To Mike's point, no one's been able to beat him one-on-one in over 6 months in TNA.
It's an excellent point, Mr. Hannafin. Incredible. Mike Santana faces no obstacles and continues to have great days. Wow. Mr. Santana, that's not pressure. Pressure is when you meet adversity, failure. Mr. Santana, you sit here and you have the audacity to say that you can handle pressure. You don't care about TNA. If you did, you would think about what would happen if you did become champion. The weight of the company on your shoulders. Think about the cameramen, think about the directors, think about the commentators, the medical staff, everyone in the back. They all rely on you. You, Mr. Santana, are not a leader. You're a liability. And even worse than that, you're an addict.
Ali, you're full of You think I'm not onto you? You think that locker room is not onto you? You're not here for these people that pay their hard-earned money to make sure that TNA continues to grow. You're not here for this locker room.
Yep.
Hell, you ain't here for TNA. You're here for your damn self. I see it. They see it. He sees it. I might even go as far as saying, your own people over here see it. But you want to feed them all these lies, manipulation. when they're at their lowest. And you call me an addict, you damn right, baby! I am an addict. I've accepted that reality a long time ago. But today, I'm an addict for these people. I'm an addict for this company. I'm an addict for being true to myself every single day that I get up from my bed. You're damn right I'm an addict. I'm proud, baby. And for every addict that's out there, I've shown that it's possible to hit the bottom and rise. And here I am, face to face with you. I didn't say you can go, because that sacrifice,
dude, Santana,
all the that you want. At sacrifice, your hands better cash those checks.
Mr. Santana, I understand that you have hit rock bottom. That's a pretty solid foundation to rise back up on. But
yeah, I can see that.
I feel like there's too much tension here. I feel like everyone just needs to calm down. Maybe take a drink. Mike. Taking this the wrong way. It's a kind gesture. It's foreshadowing, if anything. Because that sacrifice, you will lose. You will face adversity. And then you're gonna break. And then you're gonna take one sip. And then you're gonna finish the bottle. Find another one. And another one.
I'm hoping he busts his bottle over his head.
You're gonna let everyone down. You're gonna let yourself down. But worse, you're gonna break your daughter's heart.
Oh, no, never mind.
Get the out of here. Get the out of here.
Ooh.
Get out the way. I said get out the way. Get out.
Those emotions get the best of him.
Enough.
Now he's being jumped. No, we do not know the mystery opponent. And Kerry Von Erich should be on the Ric Flair's feud list. I agree with that.
That's for when you wake up.
So Mike Santana will lose his mind in that match. I do believe that's a street fight as well. But no,
My definition.
we have no idea who this mystery opponent is. It has been a surprise. I'm not sure, of course, if it was leaked because, of course, TNA most of the time is not live. They do live events, but not always. I don't know if this one was live. Even if it wasn't. I haven't looked at any spoilers. That is not something I do. Yes. You believe? Do we know the mystery opponent? Kenneth, you said Sting, Luger, Batista, and Randy Orton would also be good considered rivalries. Is that for Flair? Like I said, I don't know how back this was recorded. So I don't know if Cora Jade's injury is gonna have any effect on the pay-per-view tomorrow. I'm hoping that this was recorded here recently and she's not injured. But if she has like a concussion, they'll probably figure something out. Yeah, it will be. Oh yeah, Jeff Cobb was signed today by the WWE. That's gonna be interesting. What are they gonna have Cobb up to is the real question. Oh, the Outrunners are officially added to the AEW roster page on their website.
So when it comes down tonight, it's a 6-month run of going, how can I outdo myself from the night before? I see Joe walking around today, and I know he's feeling the pressure, but that's a good thing. Pressure's a good thing.
If you want to reduce anxiety and nerves and things like that, you just have to know that you did the work.
Joe Hendry won the belt. Joe Hendry won the belt. Everyone!
Tonight, TNA Impact is coming to you from Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. We are moments away from our main event. Joe Hendry will be defending his TNA World Championship. But of course, tomorrow night we'll be in El Paso, Texas for Sacrifice. And it all gets underway with the countdown to Sacrifice at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, live and free on TNA Plus, as well as TNA social and digital platforms.
And that's right, on the countdown, we're going to kick things off with a banger because AJ Francis and Casey Navarro of First Class are going to take on Laredo Kid and Octagon Jr. in tag team action.
Then at 8 p.m. Eastern, Sacrifice begins live on TNA Plus. We will see Tessa Blanchard go one-on-one with Ying Lee.
And then in 6-man tag team action, Wes Lee, Tyreek, and Tyson will
That's
take
not
on
good,
the team
Woloski.
Lace
That's not
Offense
good.
And the Rascal.
This one I literally can't wait for. It's a 2-on-3 matchup for the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team titles. Spitfire
Yeah, that
defends
is.
against
He is a
Ash and Heather
beast.
by Elegance and the personal
Imagine
concierge.
Cobb versus
Hope he
Oba.
comes over here and smacks you, but also there will be a TNA X Division title match. It will be a ladder match between Moose and Jeff Hardy.
Plus a street fight. Mance Warner versus Sami Callihan. Plus Mustafa Ali goes one-on-one with Mike Santana.
And could history be made when Masha Slamovich defends the TNA Knockouts World title against NXT's Cora Jade? And this match is brought to you by Queen of the Ring. In theaters
God, I hope
now.
she's
And
cleared.
we'll see in action defending his title in a matter of moments. Joe Hendry, the TNA World Champion, leads himself, Nick Nemeth, Elijah, Matt Hardy, and Leon Slater into battle against the System and the Colognes in a 10-man tag team cage match. The System and the Colognes have the advantage, as we learned earlier on tonight. And we are joined here on commentary for our main event, it appears, by the Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner, Frankie Kazarian.
He still got that goddamn thing.
Events World Championships, the best of the best, Frankie. Pleasure as always.
You know what? Frankie? No, Frankie, please join us. Please join. Please put your headset on. I want to shake your hand.
Yeah, did you finally smarten this guy up?
No.
Yeah.
See, I want to smarten you up because I left something out for tomorrow night at Sacrifice. You're going to be in action. You're going to be...
I didn't agree to any of that.
It doesn't matter. You're going to go one-on-one with Bulletproof Steve Macklin at Sacrifice.
That's not happening. I'm booked for Vern in Minnesota. I can't. That's not.
No idea what you're talking about.
Not territory?
I didn't.
That smile off your face.
Take it up with Santino. Take it up with Santino. Ladies and gentlemen, right now we're ready for our main event.
Did you? Who gave you know about this? Nobody. I don't know.
He opens.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Come on, Frankie, clap.
You know what, Tom? London and Paris and Tokyo. Didn't even oil up your commentary.
So.
So Mexico. They say I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in
Please
Joe
welcome
Hendry.
the TNA World Champion, Joe Hendry.
Oh, Frankie, I know why you initially came out here. Congratulations on your match tomorrow night at Sacrifice. I know you're out here because you are the Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner, and you've been focusing on the TNA World Championship with Call Your Shot for a number of months now. Joe Hendry is set to defend his TNA World Championship, except we do not know who his opponent is. Only Santino Marella knows.
Joe Hendry's a snake oil salesman. He's a sham. He's a charlatan.
Oh, great word. Great word, King.
Thank you, man. You smell me?
Elegant. What is it
called? Midnight Mango Magenta Musk.
Oh, I love alliteration on a man.
Yes. Yeah, you believe in high cholesterol. Look at you.
Say his name and he appears. Your TNA World Champion, Joe Hendry.
Looks like he was on the roster and removed from AEW, and WWE is working on signing him.
This is the part of the show where we all get to find out who is going to challenge Joe Hendry for the TNA World Championship.
Joe Hendry versus
Now,
John
Say
Cena.
his name and he appears works for me, but let's see if it works for our director of authority, Santino Marella.
I guess it does. Ask and you shall receive.
Two of the most unliked guys in the locker room.
Well, I did read it from Fightful, so I'll make sure we take care of all that information for an update tomorrow.
That's crazy. Okay. I do, in fact, have somebody very special to compete against you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen.
What the hell?
Wait a second.
Are you kidding me?
Is this who it is?
Ryan Nemeth. He's dressed to compete.
This Jay Brown?
I thought he was suspended.
Come on.
My big brother!
Oh, God.
Returns to TNA Wrestling in one day at Sacrifice.
I appreciate the
and
update.
Joe Hendry, look at me. My big brother hates you just as much as I do.
I hate him too.
I don't think it's Ryan.
And that's why my big brother has granted me his contractually obligated championship rematch.
What?
Does that work like that?
I don't know.
And Santino,
I didn't know they were transferable.
I'm taking it right now.
It's like Bitcoin.
Wait a minute. There's no way this is legal.
I don't think I'm going to call my shot against Ryan Nemeth, guys. I don't.
Joe Hendry said he'd defend his title anytime, anywhere against him.
Standing ovation. Here we go.
The match is underway.
Could it be this quick, this simple?
Oh, come on.
Standing ovation.
Thanks for showing up, kid.
Cover. Hendry puts away Ryan Nemeth
So that was not the main event.
There is no way I believe that was Nick Nemeth's contractual rematch for Genesis. No way.
Let's just say, Frankie, that's not how you call your shot.
Absolutely not. No.
Actually, that guy's out of his mind.
Thought so.
Joe, that was not the person I had in mind. I apologize for the way he came and did that, but do you mind working another time? Okay. In that case, allow me to introduce the person I had in store. It's special. It's a surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger tonight is Hammerstone!
Oh, shit. Okay.
Look who's back!
Oh, dear God. I love this. Hammerstone's a killer. I love this. Look how jacked he is. We haven't seen Hammerstone in months. The near 300-pound monster is back in TNA wrestling. He's so much tougher than you, Tom.
There's no doubt about that.
Real deal.
Can he prove to be tougher than the TNA World Champion?
It'll be Hammerstone against Joe Hendry for the TNA World Championship when we return on Impact.
Introducing
I
Mando.
did too. I thought he was done. Joe Hendry versus Santana would be a great match. That's what. Hang on. I swear his last match was like 2 weeks ago. Hammerstone's match was a few weeks ago, was it not? Joe Hendry versus Drew McIntyre. Yeah, his last match was Hard to Kill. Yeah. Hendry versus Miz. I want Joe Hendry versus John Cena. Just because of that would be very interesting. Especially now that John Cena is a heel. But it'll be better now that he's a heel, though, Michael. You gotta admit. At least it is, in my opinion. I don't. Only if TNA is prepared to give Cena the belt. I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
University in Orlando, Florida.
Gonna be honest.
Is our main event for the TNA World Championship Joe Hendry said he would defend the championship anytime, anywhere, against anyone. Well, he already turned away
here we go.
Ryan Nemeth before the break, but the true competitor that Santana Marah had lined up for Hendry tonight is Hammerstone. The great white shark is back in TNA.
The great tan shark. Look at that tan.
Better than yours.
And let's remind the world, in case you're just joining us, that the king of TNA, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner, Frankie Kazarian, is here joining us at commentary again.
Thank you, my favorite commentator.
Thank you.
You're a distant second, Tom. Actually, I like Gia a little bit better than you two, so.
Fair play. As these two go nose to nose. Hammerstone looks like he packed on a little, somehow even extra muscle in his time away.
I'll tell you what, I saw him at noon. He gained 30 pounds since then.
He's been away recovering from an injury. He had to have a leg surgery, has since recovered, is medically cleared to compete. But, I mean, it's a significant size and strength advantage. My concern, Raywalt, is that tomorrow
night... Have you ever
been
to a TNA? I have not.
Cage match live on TNA Plus in El Paso, Texas at Sacrifice. And Joe Hendry, the TNA World Champion, is leading his team against the System and the Colognes. By the way, the System and the Colognes have the advantage entering that cage match, as we learned earlier on tonight.
Good. I hope he gets eaten alive. He wants to be a fighting champion. That's what happens. You know he doesn't even write his own music?
Is that true?
I've actually written the bulk of Joe's catalog, and there's not gotten one writing credit.
You're not a
You're not getting royalties on that?
No, nothing.
Absolutely ridiculous.
You're a liar.
Yeah, but you just call Matt a liar? Matt is a gentleman and a scholar.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I thought that was tomorrow.
Looks like an opportunity for Joe Hendry to provide a much-needed shot in the arm for his team, some momentum going into Sacrifice, and now it's a question of, okay, it's a 300-pound monster in Hammerstone. How does he get past this?
I mean, look, Hammerstone's right here in this situation, one-track mind. All he's got to worry about is winning.
I really did. I thought
Joe
that
Hendry.
the Bloodman
Joe
was
Hendry's got to
tomorrow.
think about this cage match tomorrow. He's got to think about defending his title tonight. His mind is in a bunch of different places.
Right. Sometimes, guys, all you need is brute strength, and Hammerstone has that.
And by the way, as much as Ainsley was saying, he's don't worry about Frankie Kazarian with the Call Your Shot Gauntlet trophy out here at ringside.
Shot from Hammerstone. Oh my God!
Title shot of his choosing, anytime, anywhere.
I certainly can.
And tomorrow night, Frankie Kazarian will be in action against Steve Macklin live on TNA Plus at Sacrifice, by the way.
Never agreed to that. Never agreed to that. We'll see. That remains to be seen.
Look, all this coming off of Frankie just trying to smarten Macklin up.
Yeah.
Show him the error of his ways.
Just trying to be the locker room leader that I am.
I will be in El Paso, Texas tomorrow night for Sacrifice. You can get your tickets now at TNA.
He said, I don't believe. That makes sense. Hammerstone sounds like he'd be a better heel.
We're going to be in Las Vegas for TNA Unbreakable ahead of WrestleMania weekend, April 17th.
Wow, okay.
Join us for Rebellion in Los Angeles, your territory there, Frankie, April 27th. We'll be in Irvine, California, May 1st and 2nd. We'll be in Brampton, Ontario, Canada, the Greater Toronto area, May 23rd.
Under siege.
And then Elmont, New York, the UBS Arena for Slammiversary on July 20th. Tickets for all these events are on sale now at TNAWrestling.com.
As Hendry just sent crashing into that ring post, courtesy of Hammerstone.
Tom, I've done the research. You're not well liked in El Paso, so be careful, okay? Just,
Thanks.
Yeah.
I mean that could be applied to almost any U.S. city, territory, country, continent.
Yeah.
Well, Frank, I do want to focus on this championship matchup. Joe Hendry just went shoulder first into the steel post, and now Hammerstone can tee off.
Smart move by Hammerstone.
That was his head off the damn.
I mean, that
Hammerstone fell a little bit.
Ovation from Joe Hendry.
Hammerstone looks focused. He looks
I don't know if he can hit the stand ovation on Hammerstone.
He's got a one-track mind.
Hammerstone is a tough opponent.
Joe Hendry enough to win that title.
And this is the beauty of what Joe Hendry has put out into the universe. Responses from Matt Cardona, Hammerstone's former tag team partner, Jake Something, now Hammerstone himself. Anyone, anywhere, anytime. Hendry believes it.
You know, Tom, I want to bring something up. Every time I'm out here, you always question, you turned your back on Aaron Young last year.
What do you think of Eric Young's actions, huh? See, he's been a scumbag the entire time. I was right. I was the good
Tonight
guy.
and tomorrow. Okay.
Yes. I have been the first person to say that what is going on with Eric Young and Steve Macklin is all Eric Young's ego going out of control.
He's a scumbag. I did the right thing.
Your ego's been out of control for over a year, Frankie.
Out of control.
Right now, Hammerstone is in complete control. Can Hendry get back in this? The TNA World Championship is on the line. This match continues.
So they do not give us picture-in-picture for the main event tonight. This is actually the first match, I do believe, that's had a commercial during the match all evening. So this looks like at 10 o'clock tonight, we got Golden State going up against the Kings. Looks like the Lakers are going to lose to the Bucks tonight. Looks like currently the Orlando Magic are absolutely walking the Pelicans in the third quarter. Basketball season is underway. Of course, playoffs are around the corner. The Red Moons tonight and tomorrow. I'll have to go look at it when I get done tonight with TNA. Watch it be cloudy tonight. We ain't gonna be able to see it here. DK Metcalf to the Steelers. Yep. I do believe Matt Tastic has to work tomorrow. But I know with our dad's surgery coming up, he will be taking over a few nights for me, as I will be traveling with my father for that surgery. So he will take over the run for at least NXT and possibly AEW. My goal is actually be able to do Friday Night SmackDown once everything gets settled myself. But if not, Matt Tastic will be taking over those couple of days for us while I make that travel trip to ensure everything's taken care of with my dad's surgery. Last I looked, the Rockets are 5th seed in the West. It all started. Yes. So, Kenneth, I will set out a schedule this week or this weekend. And me and Matt's got to sit down and get it all figured out. We want to make sure that we can make sure everything family-wise is taken care of first, but we will keep everyone updated on what's going to happen.
Impact is sold out at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. This is our main event. Joe Hendry is in trouble in defense of his TNA World Championship. Hammerstone has answered the relatively open challenge that's been put out there by Joe Hendry. Hammerstone has been dominant throughout this matchup. Joining us here on commentary is the Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner, Frankie Kazarian, with an eye on the world title.
Big spine buster.
That could be it. Spine buster trying to win the title. Oh, and a kick out there by Hendry.
Joe Hendry's resilient, man. Got to give it to him.
Ray, well, this is technically the second match of the night for Hendry.
I mean,
come on. Come on.
The second match.
Go down to the record books is whatever Ryan Nemeth attempted to do earlier on tonight. Joe Hendry defeating Ryan Nemeth.
But again, keeping the schedule he's trying to keep. I mean, it's that old, try to work smart, not hard.
Exactly.
That's how you get it. That's how you have a long career. That's how you stay on top for 20 years like Frankie Kazarian over here.
Become a king. Yeah, but Joe Hendry worked for 12
That's a good
years
uppercut.
to get to this point, and he believes he owes it to the fans who believed in
Good
him
right
for
from
all that time to
Hammerstone.
defend the championship with honor as often as he can.
Good uppercut from Henry.
12 years, but it doesn't mean anything.
Good right from Hammerstone. Uppercut.
Nothing. I'm owed.
Bingo.
Joe Hendry understands the stakes, not only defending the TNA World Championship right now, but trying to propel his team forward into the cage match tomorrow night at Sacrifice. This would be a big momentum boost for his team.
Speaking of steaks, you ever seen his dumb food fight show or food dumb show online?
Joe Hendry's Food Fight is available on TNA Plus.
It's rotten.
It's a great show.
Oh, what a damn single leg kick.
Hammerstone.
Nearly takes the head off the champion there. Could this be it?
There you go.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Good reversal suplex by Joe Hendry.
52 pounds of pure motivation. It is the iron will of Hendry that pushes him forward.
Listen, Joe Hendry don't give up. My God.
I think he was thinking nightmare pendulum. Hendry, though, in the right place, right time, hits this huge suplex to put Hammerstone down.
This deep in the match, to hit a suplex like that, impressive.
Credit where it's due to the champ.
Hey, Joe Hendry is an incredible champion. I'm an honest man, but he's a sham. He's a snake oil salesman. He's gotten to where he is by using dirty tactics. He's a cheat.
And you're a hypocrite who speaks out of both sides of his mouth. So, case in point.
What, just the man has full control over his mouth?
Oh, big clothesline. Here we go.
Championship is on the line, and Joe Hendry trying to turn away Hammerstone.
Does he insult all the guests like this? Like,
yes.
Come on, a little decorum, please.
Just you.
Follow-away slam.
Slam by Hendry.
Yep. Come on, Hammerstone.
We go standing ovation.
Deep into the fourth quarter here. Can't deny that.
Idiot. Get up, Hammerstone. Oh, yuck.
He is.
Could this be the closing moment? Could this get the job done for Hendry here?
Hendry grabbing a hold of Hammerstone. Think about the standing ovation. Look at the strength of Hammerstone.
Now Hammerstone with a goozle of his own.
A goozle of his own.
Whoa, on overhead toss by Hammerstone.
Hammerstone's feeling it.
Look out!
Big power slam.
Shades of Buzz Sawyer.
1, 2.
Oh, and a kick out by Hendry.
Hammerstone can't believe it. He thought that was it. Take another look at this. Hammerstone able to snap off this huge power slam, but still not enough to put Hendry away.
Oh, Joe Hendry don't give up.
Hammerstone's got to think.
Joe does not give up. That's the thing.
To close this matchup, to walk out of here as world champion. Wait up.
The shoulders. Hammerstone thought he smelled blood in the water. Hendry staying alive, however. Oof.
Good pump kick.
There by Hammerstone.
German suplex.
And the release.
Power bomb.
Throws it over the power bomb. Shoulders are down. Shoulders down. Oh no, a kick out. But look at Hammerstone trying to transition, looking for a Boston Crab.
And he gets it.
And the 300-pounder sitting down on this Boston Crab.
Quit.
Hendry.
He ain't gonna give up.
Ever having his back and spine brutalized, is now locked in the center of the ring in this Boston Crab.
Joe Hendry reaching out for the bottom rope. What's he gonna do? Caught in this Boston Crab. Titles on the line, and Hendry
He got it.
is still in this match.
How cheap. Getting to the ropes. How cheap. That's sickening. That's your world champion?
What the hell?
That's disgusting.
He claims to be a fighting champion.
Yeah. Good Lord.
Joe Hendry is staying alive here in this TNA World
Barely.
Championship match.
This lady's voice behind me is so annoying. How do you do this?
On a wing and a prayer, and that's what Joe Hendry
No,
is
it
living
will
on right
not
now.
go over 10.
Better put him around. Put him away.
Trying to end this.
Roll up. 1, 2.
Shoulders down. Hendry nearly had him. Oh, Another pump kick. Going for another German suplex. Hendry stopped him.
Standing switch. German suplex. Here comes standing ovation.
Comes alive. Up onto the shoulders. And down goes Hammerstone.
Hammerstone hesitated.
Hit it with his own attitude adjustment.
An unfortunate error deep into this title matchup, but Hendry starting to feel it again.
You never see me make a mistake like that.
Hammerstone is stunned. Now Hendry trying to get him up.
Got him. Got him.
Ovation.
1, 2, 3.
I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Here is your winner, and still the TNA World Champion, Joe Hendry.
That was a hell of a match, honestly. Good main event for sure.
Some way, Hendry continues this streak of what the hell? Wait a minute, look at
Oh, the system.
Yeah, there we go. The system flooding the ring, going after Hendry, and there are the colognes.
Oh, this is awesome.
Oh, come on.
Back up on its way.
Is Moose wearing scrubs?
The TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys, Elijah, and Leon Slater.
My God.
Whoa.
Seeing Elijah is wild.
Out here ahead of that tag team cage match tomorrow night.
Moose and Jeff Hardy are going to tangle in a long match.
Get away from me, you mark. What's going on?
For the X-Division title at Sacrifice.
What are you doing? Oh, Jesus.
Damn. Threw Jeff Hardy right into good old Frankie Kazarian.
This is insane out
You
here.
want me to join this?
I hate you, Moose. Oh, God. It is madness tonight on Impact.
Absolute chaos.
Tomorrow night will be carnage at Sacrifice.
Well. We will more than likely be keeping up with Sacrifice just for a few of the matches we want to see. The Hardys match for sure. That 10-man steel cage match. That seems pretty interesting. So we'll be keeping up with that tomorrow. With everything that's going on, we are going to try to get WW2K25 tomorrow in. Get some MyRise going. So be on the lookout for that. Of course, as always, that was TNA Wrestling tonight. The go-home show, the last ride for Sacrifice. Mustafa Ali, fantastic heel work against Mike Santana. We figured out this system will have the advantage, so it's like War Games. They'll get an extra person inside the cage before Joe Hendry's team or the Hardys teams. Then Moose versus Jeff inside of a ladder match. Can't go wrong with that. For the TNA Knockouts title, I do believe it's or X Division. X Division, that's what. But with all that being said, I hope everyone has had a fantastic evening. I'm gonna go outside and look at this red moon. See if we can get a good look at it from where I'm at. Because as always,